presence of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we have come together to witness the marriage of Matthew and Jane, to pray for God's blessing on them, to share their joy, and to celebrate their love. Marriage is a gift of God in creation, through which husband and wife may know the grace of God. It is given that as man and woman grow together in love and trust.
I'm no spring chicken anymore. I can tell by the grey streak in my hair and also the one in my beard now. Once I passed the age of 30, I did start to wonder if I was going to meet that special person. But little did I know that this little lady next to me would change my world forever. I do occasionally have to pinch myself that she is mine, and every day that passes I love her a little bit more.
The barmaids are looking amazing. Sorry, the bridesmaids are looking amazing. I would like to thank you for your help and support today for Jane, getting her to the church on time, having all the exits covered in the church, so she didn't run off.
I suggest, Matt, that you enjoy every moment of today, because believe me, I've seen Jane the morning after the night before. And it's not a pretty sight, I can tell you.
I asked a few people while I was rehearsing my speech about Matthew as a younger guy, and one in particular said to me, I won't mention any names by South, he said to me, Matt were never funny as a kid. He only got funny recently when he decided to comb his hair like Adolf Hitler and go with Gerard Butler. Most children growing up have a taste for sweets, chocolate, crisps, cans of pop. Matthew liked to spend hours scouring the garden for rocks to chew, as well as tasty lumps of bird poo, believe it or not. I can't go through my speech without mentioning the star of the show though, Jane, a self-proclaimed member of the Shire Green Massive. I was first introduced to Jane on a night out with friends after a couple of weeks after Matt showed me a picture of her on his phone, and we met up with Matt and Jane partway through the evening. I've got some props. Now, apparently all this was down to first night nerves. Not sure what that's about. I don't know if we're that scary, Matt, Charlotte, everybody else. But Jane had already had, by the time we met her in Relish, after they'd been to Relish, sorry, where she'd already had 2 glasses of red wine. That's yours. She was then on to her second Corona at the time. We then ventured, I don't know what's so bad about us that you had to do this to her. We then ventured on to the next bar, where Matt and Jane disappeared for around half an hour, 40 minutes. Don't know what they were doing. They then returned to a much proclaimed announcement from Matt. I'm on my 4th mojito.
It just seems a short while ago that our families first met in the Crown Hotel Laboratory. And last night we spent the night there. That was Kevin and myself and Matt and Ricky. And it caught me by surprise that I went to the toilet and Matt happened to follow me in. And I thought, well, what's going off here? But it did remind me of the first meeting that we had when we went to Bawtry as a family, when your Jane's 30th birthday. And as I say, it was the first time the family had met. And Matthew come in and he said to me, I'd like to ask for Jane's hand in marriage. And I said, yeah, you've got my blessing.
For her 30th birthday, Matthew gave Jane a surprise at her birthday meal. Her presents included a personalised New York basketball jersey and a photo book with photos of the Empire State Building and the Statue of Liberty. He then told her he was taking her to New York for the week before Christmas, and she couldn't wait. On arrival, this is Matthew again, Jane was given an A4 sheet with a written schedule for the whole week, including Broadway shows, a helicopter ride, and tickets to a basketball game. They also did every sightseeing tour, one of which was going to see the huge Christmas tree at the Rockefeller Center one evening. Then Matthew put his arms around her on that cold December night, told her how much he loved her, and went down on one knee and asked her to spend the rest of her life with him, ending with the question, will you marry? Jane said that when she finished blubbering, she said yes, and everyone around them congratulated them. And they walked around New York together for over an hour afterwards, not talking, just walking and smiling, until they realised that they were lost.
Jane and Matt, I hope your marriage will be as long and happy as what ours has been, and your parents too. We've been going a long time.
I think my wife will second me on this, that being here with you all today makes the stress worth it, and we couldn't wish for better family and friends. I personally want to take this opportunity to thank my parents. One thing's for sure, I've always tried to strive to make them proud. I really wouldn't be the person I am today without them and their guidance. They're always there whenever we need them. And if Jane and I have a family like I've sampled, we'll definitely live happily ever after, I would have thought. Love, as far as I'm concerned, is not a simple thing. Love is learning to live with all those irritating habits. Love is being there for each other, through thick and thin. Love is having an argument and then apologising shortly afterwards. You know you love someone when that person is the first thought in the morning and the last at night. Jane falls into all these categories, and I simply couldn't imagine my life without her now. She brightens my day every day, and I'm sure she will do for a long time. Looking at the room we sit in today, I'm sure you will agree that it looks stunning, from the seating plan, place settings to the favours and invites prior to the wedding, all of which have been handmade by my mum, a very talented lady.
I would like to thank Matt's ushers and great friends. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. There's a few options for standing here, and all you guys could have stood here today. Matt's got some amazing mates. So thanks very much, guys. And pointing people to a seat is a tough job. Going around and collecting money off people is an even tougher job. So thanks for the guys who did that today.
I, Matthew,
take you, Jane,
take you, Jane,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
from
this day forward,
for
better, for worse,
for worse,
for richer, for poorer, Jane, I give you this ring,
as
a sign of our marriage,
With my body I honour you,
all that I am I give to you, and all that I have I share with you, within the love of God, Father, Son and Holy Spirit. In the presence of God and before this congregation, Matthew and Jane have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder.
I wanted to do something a little bit different, just to make the speech a little bit more special. So I decided to write a little poem just to finish on before I hand you over to Ricky. Little did I know that when we first met, my heart would soar through the clouds like a fighter jet. I searched for a friend to cherish and hold. I knew it was you, from the start I was bold. A text to my dad saying that she is a keeper. Little did I know that our love would grow deeper. For years I searched for that special one, yet after meeting you, I knew I was done. I joked in the pub that marriage was near, not being aware a little lady would bring so much cheer. We share smiles and laughter each day without fail. Perfection is hard to find, but the ship is set to sail. Our married life journey has had a great start. How could I have known that we would never be apart? Now I look forward to holding your hand as we travel to America and stroll on the sand. With all the stress over, you can relax now, Jane. It's time to sing Lionel Richie and jump on the plane. The only person I have ever wanted to please is this little lady here who makes me weak at the knees. I never really considered myself to be much of a writer or poet. It must be Jane who brings the best out of me, and now you all know it. Without doubt, this has been the best day of my life. I am so glad you are all here to witness my new wife. With a wife like this, I find it hard not to boast. I'm sure you've had enough now. Can you all stand and make a toast? Ladies and gentlemen, to my beautiful wife, Jane.